Hi everyone, it's Caroline. Thanks for coming along today. I am going to do a viewer request. So I had made these particular faux tea bag. Actually, this is a real tea bag. This is a faux tea bag, and I had a viewer request to share how I made this, and in case you don't have any tea bags. And I thought that was a great idea because when I made it, I did not make a video about it. And I was just playing, so it was on the side. But I have a couple things out, and I have already gone ahead. I've just taken a piece of wax paper, crumpled it up, and I just started applying some of my vintage photo on it, taking advantage of the wrinkles here, because usually when we have tea bags, they have, they have wrinkles in them because we've squeezed them out. So I'm going to use this, but the other thing I'm going to use my silicone mat. So I'll use this to do my gluing on. And the other thing that I have this tiny, this was a leftover from, I think it was from Daphne's Diary, which I dismantled it, I used it and everything, but I had this in my basket floating around. I was just looking to see what I had. Marie Curie. So what I'll do here is I'll just complete the, I'm just using a postage edge scissor. I'll use that. The other thing I have is I had taken pictures from my my photo collection on my computer, and I just made them into squares, and then I photocopied it. So I'm going to use some of this, and some of these are some things from my glue book, just little pictures here and there. I don't even know why I did this. I think I saw something on one of my art magazines. So I thought I would make one of those sheets of squares. I don't know what I was planning to do with that. I can't even think. I do these out of the blue things, and then I don't label it or put it in a file. I just kind of have it in a pile instead of a file. Okay, I'll use that. Maybe I'll use a couple more. Just might as well do a few. This was one of my Hillside Heart prompt pages. What I'm going to do now is, see, these are blank. This one has some writing on it, some instructions, so I'm going to keep that the way it is. I'm going to put some lined paper on the back. You could put anything. You could stamp it. This is just regular copy paper, so maybe something a little stiffer, but I think the 2 layers here will be fine. And I will just use some glue stick. And that's both sides, yes, so it doesn't matter. I'll just put that over here. I'm going to do them the same, because once you have these all glued and it's dry, you can definitely use some kind of permanent marker to write on if you want, or you can stamp on it, or just use it as just a decorative element. I didn't decorate the ones that I put on the Hillside Heart prompts page that I did. I can go back and decorate them. You can definitely embellish them a lot more, but I think for the purpose of the page that I did, there's a lot going on, so I don't need to embellish it further than that. That's better. And then one more. Yeah, so definitely, I mean, maybe you've already done this, but it's good to maybe take a photocopy, make a little bit of a collage page with your art. This is a mini page from my one of my mini flippy floppy accordion books. This is pretty dark. It's not very translucent. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to switch out this paper. This would work if you had a very dark background. I just decided that that's a little bit dark. Cut this down a little bit more. Like that. Let me get this whole thing saturated. This is just how I do it. I wouldn't call this a tutorial because, you know, nothing is written down, no formal steps here. Just a demonstration of how I do it. Okay, that's fun. Like that. See how transparent that becomes? Yeah, that's better. Because this is very thin. Okay, that's perfect. I like the way that. So that's one. Do it like this. You can see a little bit of the square. That's fine. I think once I fold it over, it'll be good. Doesn't really matter which way. I think this is the right way here. Sandwich it right in the middle. This shouldn't take very long to dry. I can use my blow dryer on it. Let's pick up the corners here. The silicone mat is really amazing for this. So everything becomes very muted, obviously, with the coloring of the tea bag, the faux tea bag. And depending on what kind of tea bag you're using, if you're using herbal teas, those are going to definitely, you know, be lighter in color. Some tea bags rip, so that's fine. So here we have another one. I'm just going to be gentle when I take this off and remove it from there. We'll bring over the tissue or the wax paper. Put this over here. Fold over. Kind of working fast so that, because I'm not putting a huge layer on it and I don't want to have it drying out on me. Now this is very hard to see because it's a thicker paper, but I know I used that paper for one of my pictures that I did. Kind of just gives a hint. So that would be a consideration too. What is it that you want to have in your art? Definitely can see the other side. You can see a hint of what it is, and that's okay. It's just a decorative element. Let's do this one. Can definitely see that image. And I think what I'll do is I will just meet that one in the middle. I won't double it over. It really only has been a few minutes and these are already dry, and it's amazing how I thought these were going to take a little while. So this one here, wow, it does ever have a great feeling too. So this is the very muted photo that I took of my art. There's the back of it. I'm just going to bring these up a little closer. There's another page of my own art. This is my own. And then this was from a print from a magazine. And they're already in a configuration of a tea bag, so I just have to make it the length that I want. And this is where you can customize it. You can add lace and different things. You can just add a decorative edge. This is my little children's scissor collection. I don't know if this will work, but it's the decal. Oh yeah, gives it just a nice rough edge. And then up here, I think what I'll do up here is I'll just give it more of a point. That really didn't. So you can just fold it over. Maybe I'll do it a little bit better. You can fold it over and then let's do this. Let me tear it and see what that does. Oh yeah, that's, see how well that tears. Love that. This was the wax paper. Not very finesse-like right there. So I can, there, that's better. We have these pieces left over, and I'll put that in my little basket of goodies. Just a regular old string. Let's put a string on there. And you can add ribbon, string, whatever you like. I do not have a tiny stapler. I just have the regular one. Right here, I'm just making my own little tea tag. I'm just doing that. need a piece of paper to stamp off on. I'll use that. There's one. I love it. There you go. And I can make another tag. Can use this tab here. It's already made. And I'll just glue that in there too. This is a label that I made with scraps from my garden book. Well, these are the tea bag, the faux tea bag tags, and you can embellish these more, adding some trim or lace or anything down here. You can sew around them too. Lots you can do here. Just a couple of ideas. Here's a couple more that I can embellish them. And this was a viewer request from, this was Pam, who asked about how I did this, and I hope this was helpful, Pam. Another thing I'm doing today is I'm working in my collage or my art book. I started one evening, and this is what happened. I started to collage on this side of the page, and it just with scraps from my basket. And then I decided I turned it around this way because there's a mushroom. And then there's a quote here from Laura Ingalls Wilder: "If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere." And when I turned it this way, I thought, oh, the colors blend in really well. Again, this is collage. Scraps that I had from some digital prints, and then my own painty paper I have here. I'll just share. This was a piece of writing paper that had a balloon on it, and I put that up there. A ticket. This was from my mom's stash from 1995, and it has my mom's name on it. And I ripped it apart, and I thought the colors went really well. And I have this left. I'm going to attach this over here. And I thought you might want to see what I'm doing because I've already started to play in here, to create. When I say play, it's my way of my therapy, my way of relaxing, having a little time in here. Give myself a little bit of definition down here. Contour. And the other thing that I wanted to share, so this is my finished page. I'm very happy with the way it looks. Lots going on, but maybe I can add a little bit more. So I'm going to use some stamps that I just received in the mail. I thought that would be fun. I have, these are from Global Land, and this was recommended to me by Brenda Clark, and she has a discount code if you go to her channel, and you can get that if you want to get some really inexpensive stamps. I think I'm going to use, where's that stamp I just had? This one right here. It's a script and a butterfly. I think I'll use that stamp. You know, you cannot have too many butterflies. Let's just go over here. Oh. I think that's it for right now. I just wanted to give these little stamps a quick try. Okay, that's fun. Okay, I'm going to use the archival ink in coffee and try a different stamp on here. Let's do this one. This is going to be an ongoing... Oh, it's upside down. That's okay. It's going to be a continuation, an ongoing graffiti cover. We'll have fun with those stamps. Okay, so we did some stamping here, just playing with the new stamps that I received from Global Land. Thank you, Brenda, for referring this. Great price if you want to go check out the website and go see Brenda. Here is a sample of the demonstration of my faux tea bag tags. And then a quick peek at my new journal, my new collage art journal. And there's a collage spread that I did, which I really like. I can still work on this, add some more if I want. Okay, that's really fun. You can really see everything underneath. Lots of fun in the craft at the craft desk today. Thanks everyone for coming along. I really appreciate you. Stay fresh and be adventurous. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.